I do understand that. I'm just going to bring up a few things here,
Okay.
and you answer however you want.
Okay.
And if you don't, you just tell me what you want to do here.
Okay.
Because I do think sometimes misconceptions are exactly that, misconceptions.
Yeah.
And maybe we can straighten a few things out here in your own words. There we talked about it before we went on air this morning. Your first wife, unfortunately, met an untimely end.
Exactly.
And that has been rumor milled for years.
Exactly.
Would you like to speak about that?
Well, that's no problem. Actually, we were already divorced, and I picked up the children that morning to take them down to my parents per the agreement. And when I came back that night, she was laying in the back of the car. It started the car with the garage door down, and I just, probably next to my cancer diagnosis, that was one of the most stressful times in my life, because it left me with a 18-month-old and a 4-year-old.
What is that like? We talk about death in general. You say you never get used to it, but this is somebody you were married to and a suicide situation.
It was out of the clear blue. There had been no animosity. Everything was cool. The divorce was amicable, as much as divorces can be, I guess you would say. But to come back and again, it's very analogous to thinking you have strep throat and finding out you have throat cancer. I mean, on a scale multiplied probably by 10.
Had she been at all upset? Had you spent much time around her at that point?
Yeah, I'd come over. She went on a couple dates previously in 2 weeks, and I came over and watched the kids while she was out on a date. How much more amicable you can be.
Yeah. Tough situation.
It was one of the areas that it happened March 22nd, 1981, and the feeling is the same as it was back then. I mean, nothing has changed that in, 31 years. So
you knew what the rumors were at the time. Why do you think those arose?
I don't know. People, let's face it. Read the front page of any paper, and it's 80% negative. I always said that if a group of Boy Scouts go out to get their eagle and clean up old couple's house so that they bring their house up to code so it's not condemned and they continue to live there, that gets buried on page 25 right next to the TV guide. Let one of those kids go back and rob them and beat them, and that makes page 1.